So apparently I've got 3 skill points I haven't used yet. This is us switching gears, obviously, into Disco Elysium. Welcome back, everybody, from the break. Hope you had a good one. There are, I should say, a few things that we could clean up here before going in here. I mean, again... Oh, wait, you know what? We wanted to... Oh, yeah, I was kind of thinking about this. Do I sleep and then try to finish off this stuff? But I believe I can do this later on, so I'm kind of just tempted to go in. Is there any other quests, actually, I should really consider here? I should also think about what I'm wearing. Union and cryptozoology business might end when you do. That's fine. We've checked everything. Time and time again. I mean, the only thing I guess I could do is I could sleep on it. Because as far as I know, I should be able to sleep and do this thing first thing in the morning. And I could technically check the traps one more time. We still have yet to find these extra shots here. I've got no idea where these are. The technical expertise person has got to be Suna. Can't help Suna until we get the ice cream maker open, which we can't do today. Oh, I am a little tempted to have a little sleep. A little sleep in the game, but I feel like I want to do this. It shouldn't end. Like, this is not cryptozoology, to my understanding. And the Union stuff, we've already missed out on most of it anyway, because I was like, I want nothing to do with it. Alright, what the heck? Let's just do it. Let's just do it here, people. Anything we need to talk to Kim about? No. Okay. Alright, here we go, people. Let's do it. What is this? Oh, hang on. Hello. It feels strange. Okay, that actually reminds me. This is an outfit, by the way. This is top detection police outfit. A kimono with a graphic t-shirt with a bow tie, a bright green frog visor with like camo, I think these are the fawn pants. It's like track pants, and then boots. Peak performance, people. So I don't really know exactly what is going to be good for this interaction. So I guess I'm gonna have to guess a little bit. We've also got those 3 extra skill points. I've been saving kind of for bad rolls. It might be something I kind of work a little bit later. So I do think that maybe doing something maybe less. I guess we're about to do a cop thing, so it's probably good that cop is there and Shivers is there. I think those are important ones to have. I don't know if this is going to get physical, so that's something I might also want to sort of might also want to know, kind of have ready to go. Visual calculus. Empathy. Empathy is probably not terrible to have. Maybe I'll start with this one. Inland Empire. I don't know if we want to rock the necktie at this exact moment in life. Half-light could be good, depending on how that sort of goes. What do we have right now? Half-light. I think interfacing makes sense. We're going to want to probably be ready for that. Half-light might be good to have, but you know, it is what it is. Empathy, hand-eye coordination. Hand-eye coordination could also be quite good. And if we have to kind of react quickly, right? Empathy. I think these shoes are for interfacing that I have on currently. Is that right? Perception. Let's keep perception on. Pain threshold might be okay to have actually over drama. Then again, the drama's kind of fun. I don't know. It's +2 drama, which is nice. I'm gonna keep the regular hat on that we have. This is another interfacing hat or perception hat. I can't remember, but I think it would probably be good. Drama, visual calculus. I don't think we need that quite yet. Suggestion could be okay, although I think we're okay. Composure versus what are our current pants? Savoir-faire and physical instrument. And we just put on one that's +1 composure. I think composure is going to be good. The thing about this interaction is that, like, I guess there's always a chance it's going to get physical, so you want to build that way. But I'm going to make a little bit of a gamble, I guess, on this, where it's going to be like this. I mean, this, like, Ruby person apparently knows who we are because they were warning the Hardy Boys that we were coming, right? So I feel like we got to lean on our brain power a little bit here. Yeah, okay, let's do the bolo tile. It'll be kind of fun. That's fine. Logic is nice. No perception though. We want perception for sure. Ooh. This one, empathy. We get +1 pain threshold. Shivers. Composure again. And that's against perception. You know, I'm gonna roll with that. Rock the communist hat here. +1 perception, I think, makes sense though. I'm not really quite sure what these bits do. Maybe they're just good for certain situations. I'm not really sure. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna go over this 100 times as I try and kind of figure out exactly the best build here for something that I don't actually know what's about to happen. But again, I'm just trying to think of what could be good. This is sort of the only other one that I could think is a pretty good idea. Like hand-eye coordination in particular seems good, but shivers probably feels better. All right, we're gonna roll with this. This is our setup here. Another very powerful outfit. Yeah, the multi-tool is, right? I only keep it out because it looks like a Buster Sword, basically. It's a giant can opener. You can open up so many drinks with this thing. Yeah, I think it ties this outfit together. Alright, let's have a look. A concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. I can look at it again, which leads me to believe I can actually go in there. Oh, we also have a money. This seems like an exit. I'm gonna just keep checking this area first to make sure.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed.
Oh.
Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice.
Okay, we should have taken the pipe, I guess, huh?
It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Says the shadowy figure by the machine.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
I almost want to reload it.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways.
Cover your ears or don't cover them. Yeah, cover them, right?
No, buddy. That's not going to help.
Oh.
You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones.
This is an insane looking screen, by the way. I didn't think to get more healing stuff before coming down here. That was probably a misstep.
Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
Alright, yeah, you're under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
Uh-oh.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
What's happening?
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
Oh, crap.
The explosion of static you're hearing is the ULAN frequency.
Okay.
Blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
Fat Angus. We should have listened to Fat Angus. Say nothing. Try to cover your ears. We'll just say, we saw your equations.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
Okay.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
He gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world.
The insane animation that Harry's doing. Just like doing standing sit-ups. Not even facing the right way. I love it. Save right after this. Oh yeah, good point. With the text rolling over itself. Good call.
At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
I wonder if this is like what we heard on the... I guess it wasn't a phone, it was like... You know, we were buzzing the door. There was like somebody talking back to us.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break you loose.
Yeah, let's talk about the pale. I mean, I know we're in pain, but I'm kind of interested.
The pale? It's the end of the world.
Okay, thought that would be a little bit more interesting. How did you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
She nods towards her torture device.
And she's proud of it too, as she ought to be. This is way beyond your abilities.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Yes, Kim, I think we are.
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
She studies her death ray, and the law officials trapped in it. Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
This is crazy. Okay. Have you experienced the compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do.
Oh, wow.
Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not the cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Okay. Please, can you just turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
You're looking for a deal on nitrous.
Home Speed Freak FM, shout out Kim.
Damn this.
The lieutenant clutches his head, grimacing.
God damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
Better not be mine. She steps reluctantly out of the shadows. The pain lessens.
The gun she's carrying is a two-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this.
What the numbers mean?
There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
Yeah, 28 is not good. I knew I should have thought about pain threshold. I knew it. I just knew it. How do you know where you're coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
Hiding bullets under the floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
Yeah, cover for the washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
Preparing for the worst?
I was. Before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor. I'm fine now.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Did you shoot Lily?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
She's a gender traitor. Yeah.
Oh, I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Your own boys told us you were on the coast.
My boys?
Ruby Boys, formerly the Hardy Boys.
What? I don't even understand what you're trying to get at here. Oh, doesn't even matter. How could they be my boys when they're not even my friends? Those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people whom people like.
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
I don't know if we're playing this right.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
That's right. The human can opener. That's right. That's right. I just stumbled in here. Can you please explain this to me? Yeah, it was you who called me the human can opener. It's not personal. I opened them up.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
Okay, I guess that's nice. I don't know why we're defending them, but... yeah, I've got some questions for you.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
She adjusts her grip on the gun.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Do you like to hang out on rooftops? We'll start from the top. What do you know about this guy? Is he a nice guy?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
Don't feel sympathy for them?
Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do.
Did you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
She didn't hate him, okay?
Got other questions?
I'm listening.
Yeah, what's the alibi here?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you.
Yeah, really long leak. I think it was around 15 minutes. We'll give her 15.
Yeah, and I'm sure they also made some funny remarks about it. They always do. I've driven a lot of long haul and chugged a lot of beer, man. Can't do either without some power of mind over bladder. And anyway, that wouldn't have been enough time.
Yeah, our investigation, Wince from the Pain, has shown that 15 minutes was just enough time to commit the murder.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Play pinball much?
No. Not since I was 14 and hanging out in the only diner in Dardenne. Haven't been into low-risk, no-reward games since moving to the city. Why?
Some mysterious pinball machines and some pretty mysterious rooms in the whirling.
Yeah, and probably some ghosts from the time of the suzerain. I'm not really interested in supernatural mysteries.
What kind of mysteries interest you then? That's a shame because I happen to be a paranatural detective.
Cool. They sent a ghost cop after me. Congratulations.
Yeah, what kind of mysteries interest you?
Not murder mysteries either, if that's what you're thinking.
She looks you in the eye impassively, making it clear that she's not planning to comment on the matter any further.
Elevators. Do you like elevators? What are your thoughts on elevators?
The fuck do elevators have to do with anything?
Do you or don't you?
Not particularly.
Why not?
Why are you so hung up on elevators?
That's a pretty good question, actually. She clearly doesn't know anything about the secret passage.
Not even the quaint old rickety ones?
I'm not really into old shit for old shit's sake.
God damn it!
Kitman's just like, not now. Alright. So listen, there's a secret way from the ground floor of the whirling to the roof.
Don't know it. But also,
She frowns, studying her
the
face.
shot couldn't have come from the roof. Or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
The pain stops him from finishing the sentence.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
I think that was interesting. Now we know a little bit more here. You have a gun.
And
collect guns? Old rifles?
No, they're not practical. Break too often.
Well, where'd you get your current gun?
The gun store.
What gun store?
Trigger Happy Jacks.
Doesn't sound like a real store.
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
Do you have another gun anywhere?
Sure don't.
A breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
Yeah, we'll ask what kind of gun
A
it is.
knocked away AD front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
That isn't it.
Okay.
Yeah, evidence.
Do you like to hang out on rooftops?
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
What's great about her antenna?
It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's how I knew to be prepared for your arrival.
Is that the only reason you hung out on the roof?
The view's pretty bomb, too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there, yeah. Along with Claudia.
Okay, are you sure you didn't shoot the Merc from the roof?
Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar.
Okay. Did you leave any flowers for Claudia on the roof?
No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style.
Not even wildflowers. Maybell, for example?
Nope.
Claudia was mourning.
I never did understand why, when someone dies, a hothouse's worth of flowers has to die too. No, I did not.
Didn't leave the Maybells either. Interesting. Alright, you're running drugs for the Union. We've been through the lorry. That's true.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
Poor Tommy.
That really comes as a blow to her.
Yeah, I found my own way.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
A bitter smile.
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
I can't really trust anything. Yeah.
That's your prerogative.
You had a financial incentive to kill the Merc.
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union.
You good?
Okay.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later.
Okay.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
She turns the knob down just a millimeter. I wish I had my gun right now. But you're threatening us with
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
it. She responds, holding your gaze, rather. All right, let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Okay, going up a little bit. Alright, who killed the Merc if it wasn't you?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
Alright, what happened Sunday night? Tell me your version.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
It's okay. We just want to...
He struggles to finish the sentence.
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasia comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Did she also seem high to you?
Oh yeah, super. But I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard before.
Fazia said you knew something was wrong immediately.
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
How did you get that one out, Kim? You've been struggling to even talk. It's pretty weird that you came up with this plan right on the spot.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
Oh boy, her idea.
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone.
Oh boy, I think we've just had the turn here, okay?
She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
Glacia knew exactly what she was doing. You can't remain calm under pressure otherwise.
That's bad that she'd be so calm.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she killed Lily herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried the lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going, fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
There we go.
Her grip on the gun is tight, her arms toned, her posture solid. Martinez lost a valuable defender.
Okay, if you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
What do you mean?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Oh, what?
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head,
You made
you hear
prayers
the
here.
lieutenant mumble something to himself. Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise.
Yeah, you're trying to throw me off. No one says that.
Oh, yes, they do. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
Wow.
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Better let me go. Yeah, what's my name?
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to La Puta Madre.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time. All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you.
I mean, this would be, again, an interesting turn here, but I've heard of La Puta Madre. He's dangerous, right?
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both.
Yes, of course. Are you scared yet? No, real question.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
What'd you do to this Madre anyway?
You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat.
Okay.
Wait, one thing, possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
Ooh. When I came into town, was there anyone with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway?
Who was in this squad?
Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had 2 guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either.
What else can you tell me? 2 guys and a lady.
One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying.
Boy, I have to say, I've been trying to figure out kind of what was going on here. And I really thought I had figured it out. I haven't talked about it on stream. I was not correct. If this seems to be the case, very interesting. I assume those are those 2 random folks that showed up at the whirling. I don't know who the third one is. Brooding. I definitely know who that is, but I can't place it at the moment. Yeah, let's press on.
That sound about right?
No idea who these people are, literally. Satellite Officer Vic Mayer looks out of the window grimly, then puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer Miller. We could either take a room here in the whirling or go home for today. Let's go home, Jean. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. Jean takes his blonde wig off. Call Heidelstein. He can give us a ride.
I feel like we want to play this like we're on your side rather than the scare tactics here. We're in Martinez.
Friction, lock, set.
Don't leave me here! Please delete!
Jeez. We have a very distressed sounding Bonnie treat here from the summer. Let's have the treat before we dive further into this insane conversation that's happening. Thank you, Summer, for the treat redemption. Bonnie, blissfully unaware of what is happening in the game at this point. He's just hanging out, looking for the treats, as you do. Oh, a little shake there. Thank you, Bon. And thanks again, Summer, for the redemption. Meanwhile, back in Crazy Town.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends. Unless you have anything pressing to ask me.
Okay, let's ask about the bunker, I guess.
What bunker?
Yeah, communist hideout back there.
Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Your voice trails off into white noise in your head. Feels like an aneurysm approaching.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw.
I'm guessing this is bad.
Very, very bad. This is the end bad.
Let's try to keep consciousness.
All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday.
Dang.
His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
Okay, well that did not go the way that we wanted. We're gonna have to go through that again. However, I guess we've got the advantage of knowing what's coming here. What a cool guy, yeah. Alright. There's a couple things that we can consider here. Oops. Okay, we didn't keep. Yeah, we can push through this. I mean, I suppose pain threshold is something we're gonna need to address here on this approach, because I think that the build, generally speaking, that we did was pretty helpful. But obviously there was some drawbacks here, there, and elsewhere. Okay. So I guess we go ahead and we build a little bit further. The other thing that's kind of interesting, by the way, is, again, this little situation over here. Oh! Oh, it's just a jacket. Is that it? Concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. I guess I just didn't get the jacket last time? Okay. Can't believe we're gonna go through this without a jacket. This is a cool little, like, winter jacket. Composure and shivers plus. Am I sure that I did everything you could before this? No, absolutely not. I for sure haven't done everything. I'd have to sleep to get the rest of this stuff done. I guess I could do that. But yeah, I kind of was just gonna go for it. The reason I made that decision was because I had asked on the last stream as well. But looking for Ruby says that the only thing that I'm going to miss out on is cryptozoology and the Union stuff. The Union stuff I'm already locked out of, and the cryptozoology thing, as far as I'm aware, has all been done. I mean, I could sleep, I guess, and we could work on all this Suna stuff. I guess the benefit of maybe doing this is that we learn a little bit more about presumably the Pale, because I think that a lot of this stuff that's happening in here, you know, could be helpful. I suppose we could do that. I suppose we could do that. It just kind of feels weird that we're, like, basically... The reason I didn't do it was because I was like, oh, I guess, like, if I were playing this by myself, i.e. without you folks hanging out, I probably would have just immediately gone for the Ruby thing, because it feels like it's time sensitive. Do you know what I mean? Feels like we need to make sure we get Ruby right away. It's sort of our ultimate goal. However, now that I've perished during this, and welcome back, Archie. Now that I've kind of died during this encounter here, the one thing that became very clear in the conversation with Ruby is that all of our, all the things that we thought that we believed are not exactly true. So I feel a little bit weird about going back and kind of redoing this again, but at the same time, it does make sense. I feel like it makes that Ruby interaction safer, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. But yeah, basically, I don't know. What do you think, folks? Because there's a chance that if I go to sleep right now, I'm able to do all the stuff in the church. But I think that stuff will still remain there if I don't go to sleep and we survive. It's kind of a tough situation. Church should stay the same. Okay. If that, I mean, that's kind of the only loose end that I've got, that I'm aware of, is the church. And it would be a shame not to help the Ravers out and Suna out. But as you can see, everything else is kind of like, I mean, I don't know what to do with these shots thing. We've done Land's End, and I can't find where the other ones are here, so... I think I'm gonna stick with my initial shot here. We're just gonna use some of our points and build our character a little bit different here. So yeah, we'll just kind of keep it rolling. I feel like that's the most honest thing we can do. Okay, let's begin with our clothes. We need to basically let's actually build this from scratch. Can we do that? Oops, I actually wanted that to be in there. Oh boy, this is gonna get. Does he just have underwear on? Amazing. This would be a pretty powerful build to go in there. I wonder if you could beat the game with just your undies. That would be amazing. Okay, so we're looking for, at least for the first check, we absolutely need to have some pain resistance. Pain threshold, that's the one. I think, again, generally, we are probably okay. Pain threshold. I just want to start with that. Put the perception hat on. I feel like we just always have to have that hat on, regardless if it's the best thing or not. It's too good. Okay, and from here, I think we'll kind of just build the same. I think we'll have... Ooh. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Interfacing gloves, I suppose. Do we have a shirt on? Yeah, we've got the other stuff. This is, by the way, a pretty powerful look as well. Just, we have body armor on our top, like body armor gloves, this like tracksuit jacket, and a visor, and absolutely nothing else. I love it. This is quite a look here. I'll go with empathy, shoes. Try to keep our composure, maybe. We have the hat taken care of. We've already got the neck bit good to go. Got a shirt. So we need glasses and... Although Volition is good, right? Volition is nice to have. Keep your morale up. I mean, this is a pretty physical situation more than anything else. But we get pants. We have pants on now. Wish you could sort by like the slot they go in. So we'll go for the full fawn look here. Glasses we need. Do we want savoir-faire? Encyclopedia is not really gonna help us here. Empathy works. Superstar glasses. Why not? And then we just need to get our tools. I need my tools. Oh wait, we don't want that. Flashlight for sure. Yeah, we'll get this back up again. Okay. Now this, again, What a look. What a look. Okay. I'm gonna make a save here now that we've taken such a long time. Can you do this? I'm purposely not going to put any notes into this until now. I'm gonna put 2. Wait, do we only have 2? I thought we had 3. Oh. Did it just take? Okay, well, whatever. Here we go.
Your entire body is paralyzed. It's like a...
I know you're feeling, can't say it's a...
As she says the word, officer, you feel...
Don't cover that.
That's an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's
Can't
an
fix
entirely new type of experience. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
Under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
I'm using a...
The blasted from...
Saw my... A pale light signals are... So, precisely. At the upper...
She's been holed up in here.
The pale?
Okay, so
the
we'll
pale?
just
I
go
built
through
it
this
And
again.
she's proud.
That's illegal.
Oh, yeah. Wait. No. Yeah. The
Keep
pale?
just asking her over
It's
and
the
over
end
what
of
the
the
pale
world.
is.
Yeah, let's...
So she thinks of you as hunters, not the cops.
If you've got...
Turn.
God damn it. Fine.
The gun she's carrying, well, just keep her talking, and you'll get through this. There's only 3 meters between you. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it.
Oh, wow, look at this.
Questions.
92
Bide your
already.
time.
I heard you in the passages. So you found...
Her tone is big,
So nice.
as opposed to the other nut.
I was.
That's her admitting the bullet.
No. Who ratted me out, by the way? Oh. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me? My boys? What? Oh,
$8.
how the fuck did the rest of you get by? I did.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
Like what?
A strong moral compass.
I didn't like him. Plenty of broken...
Just
yeah,
going through
sure.
these answers
She
here.
didn't hate him, okay?
Surprised I chose that option. Oh yeah, I did do it last. I thought I covered my ears last time. I thought I was picking the other one. I might have just forgot.
I'm listening.
Oops. You have an alibi.
Man,
You're right.
I was with the boys the
You
whole
said
night.
15?
Yeah. Can't do either without some power of mind over... Wow. Now I'm... No. Why? Yeah, and probably some ghosts from the time of the suzerain. Not murder...
She looks you in the eye.
Cool. They said a ghost cop. The fuck that? Not particularly. Why are...
That's a pretty good...
I'm not really...
God damn it.
Don't know it. The shot could...
She has a...
That didn't go super well.
And? The gun's trigger happy Jack. What did you think? Sure don't.
A breech load?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
A knocked way...
That isn't it.
No, they're not practical. Break... Yeah. Evidence.
Oh, that one. I didn't consider that we'd lose. I figured we'd lose health no matter what. That was my bad, I guess. It's all good. We've got two beats left. Hopefully that's enough here.
Who doesn't? Oh, the view's pretty bomb, too. It's very powerful. Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, no. Nope. I never did understand why. No, I did not. So...
That really comes as a blow to her.
Okay, great.
Beneath it, she's relieved.
That's your prerogative. Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock.
She deliberately...
I got lucky being...
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
Based on what I've heard about you,
There's a sinister note in her voice. Even with the gun and the compressor, she's afraid of you.
I always get bummed out when I see bots with good names. Like, that's a great Twitch handle. Mr. Crisp Bagel. What a shame. What a shame that's a bot. Like, you know, that could have truly been one of the best viewers along with you folks. But no, they had to turn like a crime.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him.
Those rings.
What is ready?
Who hasn't? He was still warm.
She...
It's okay.
All right. She sits down with a drink, trying... Oh yeah, super. No, she asked me to...
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
What?
She looks shaken. She wasn't surprised to be ratted out, but framed.
Oh, did I miss this last time? It's pretty weird that you came up with this on the spot. No, that was... Oh, no. We did get
Yeah. In cold... She asked...
For some reason that just hit me again. I was like, whoa.
You can't remain calm under pressure otherwise.
Turn there. That's bad. Should be so
Yeah.
calm.
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear any...
But even if this is true,
War? The thought crossed my mind. Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
Okay, 97 now. If you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you... Yes.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head.
So that was
Barely
probably the
turned
spot that I
on something.
shouldn't have done.
Fucking hits especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm...
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Harry Dubois?
So she knows all of this, I don't know. Sounds pretty convincing to me.
Is that a joke? Or a... Yeah, sure.
She does.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will... You've been to my lord.
She's not going to change him. Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town.
Yeah, you had your death squad. Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. One of the guys... That sound about...
No, satellite officer, let's go home, John. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly.
Well, this has been a great talk, really. But I think I'm going to hit the road now.
Alright, well, I guess we asked about
What
the bunker
bunker?
again.
Don't know anything about...
Oh, shoot. So we died
You
again,
feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. No,
Sure,
it's
just
many
heartburn.
years of There's no shame in surrendering now. Cop suffers.
Okay. This one won't take as long to set up. I guess what I should do is not learn that about this, like that I'm a dirty cop, I guess. I think that's what we need to do here. I'm assuming. Buy more Nosifed. Yeah, well, that would... Yeah, that's probably the right answer. That's probably the most logical thing to do. Let's go get some medicine. Are they open at 10:41? We might actually end up having to sleep here. Smart enough not to die jumping to grab the tie, right? Almost forgot about that one. I died to that, right? That was like one of the first things this game did to me, was just like, time to learn a very hard lesson here. Said he turned on the light while hungover, decided not to turn it off, and died from a heart attack anyway. If that's not Disco Elysium in a nutshell, I don't actually know what it is. That's incredible. That is so good. Hey, Soul Driver, welcome. I think we can get it here, right? Can we get Nosifed here?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various...
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosifed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Oh yeah, didn't we want to be a mag freak or something like that? Yeah, we need all of the health we can get.
I hope St. Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope St. Baptiste... Okay, here. I hope St. Baptiste makes... Okay, here. I hope St. Baptiste makes... Okay, here. I hope St. Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Yeah, it might not be mag freak, but it was something like that. I've like kind of forgotten about that. Oh yeah, I was trying to learn this pain threshold thing again. Oh wait, let's stop learning this for a moment. Oh, this'll probably help me. Just had a -2 thing on that this whole time. Yeah, magnesium-based life form. Maximum mag. Terrific. Kuno is calling it mag freak. Okay. Oh yeah. I had forgotten about it, researching that. Because, like, I mean, there's been setbacks, obviously, as we've been internalizing things. But none of them have been as debilitating as this one has been. And also, this is a fairly large conversation, I suppose. We are walking by the apartment. We could just take a snooze, but no. Not going to overthink it. We're just going to push. We will have this conversation with Ruby, and we will not have a heart attack. We might get close. But we're going to make it, people. Wondering why I have a ray gun. Shotgunning bottles of Advil, pretty much. Alright, we are loaded. We are loaded. Curious if we want to, like, instead put another one on here, but I also probably don't want to have too much. I don't want to go into this with any sort of setbacks. The Wompty Dumpty Dom Center. That's like the funniest one.
Your entire body is paralyzed. It's like a...
I know you're feeling... Can't say it's a pleasure.
As she says the word, officer, you feel a spike in the agony.
Okay.
It sounds like the entire... No, buddy. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell
I'm
her
still
she's
gonna
under
say you're
arrest.
under arrest.
Really now?
It's
Check
fine.
this out.
Oh,
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner.
The explosion of static you're hearing.
I think
It's the ULAN.
this still might be the stupidest thing I've done. Is I just continue to take that one. I did that one being like, okay, like I did it the first time. We're gonna win with trying to arrest her. But
Blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
Saw my... A pale latitude signals are
So,
precise at the up...
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to.
The pale? It's... I built it myself.
And she's...
that's Elysium.
Oh yeah. Wait. No. Yeah, I stuck my head in there before you... Yeah, let's...
So she thinks of you as hunters.
If you've got...
Then,
God damn it. Fine.
The gun she's... Well, just keep her talking, and you'll get through. There's only 3. Be careful when you make your move.
I heard you in the passages. So you...
Her tone is bitter,
So nice.
as opposed to the other night.
I was...
That's her admitting the bullet.
No. Who ratted me out, by the way? What? Oh. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. My boys? What? Oh,
Ain't done.
how the fuck did the rest of you get by? I didn't...
That did make her forgive them. A little.
Like what?
A strong moral compass.
I didn't like him. Plenty of broken people. Yeah, sure.
again, we just gotta catch
Didn't
up.
hate him. Oh,
I'm listening.
This is
Man,
an intense
I was with the
like
boys the
speed
whole
run. If
night.
this is how it goes, it's just
I
like
hope they at least bothered to
furious
impress that upon me.
conversations like this. My goodness. I guess maybe it's because I'm on a controller. This is probably a little bit different with the mouse and keyboard, maybe. Because I guess it would be closer to like an adventure game type of like dialogue tree, but it feels like kind of different here. Just loaded with pill rolls, yeah. Like hidden in the jacket. Or like the sling.
Yeah, and can't do... Wow. Now I'm curious. No. Why? Yeah, and probably some ghosts. Not murder.
she looks you in the eye.
Cool. Not murder.
She looks you in the eye.
The fuck do elevators have? Not particularly. Why are...
That's a pretty good question.
I'm not really...
God damn it!
Don't know it. The shot couldn't have...
She has a...
That didn't go super well.
And? The gun store. Trigger Happy Jacks. What did you think? That I'm going... Sure don't.
a breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
A knock...
That isn't it.
No, they're not practical. Break too often. Yeah. Evidence. Who doesn't? The view's pretty bomb, too. It's very powerful. Yes, I'm sure. And no. Nope. I never did understand. No, I did not. So...
That really comes as a blow to her.
Okay, great.
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
That's your prerogative. Man, it's...
She deliberately...
I got lucky being...
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
Okay.
Based on what I've heard about you.
There's a sinister note in her voice. Eve,
Yeah?
more questions before...
How should I...
Those rings.
So
is
many
radio?
questions.
Who hasn't? I heard... So, you found my...
Her tone is bitter,
So nice.
as opposed to the other knives she's finding there now.
I was.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit. She eyed...
It's okay.
All right. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerve. Oh, yeah. Super. No, I really... She asked me to come...
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
What?
She looks
Yeah. She...
classy and exactly what she was.
Yeah. As I keep
But
War? Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me. I saw you... Yes.
There we go.
The sudden sharp pain in your head. You hear the lieutenant mumble something. Fucking hell. It's especially bad suddenly. felt like a vein exploded.
Oh, yes, they do.
If she knows that about you,
Harry Dubois. One.
so she knows your name. All of this just means that, I don't know, sounds pretty convincing to me.
Thank you, Halfling. Dangerous.
Is that a joke?
Real
Yeah,
push.
sure.
She doesn't believe
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all. You've been to my book.
it. She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you. Wait, one thing, possibly small, but she said you were...
Yeah, you had your death. Well, it wasn't this scrawny. One of the guys seemed that sound about.
No, Satellite Officer Victor, let's go home, John. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quiet.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go. What bunker? Don't know anything.
Okay. That's all our Nosafed here. So we're down to our final 3 hit points here.
Keep calm, breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer.
I mean, momentary window of clarity, nudged it. Tool equipped. 97%. I mean, if we can't do it at 97, I mean, this would be like an absurd roll.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
See them fireworks, Kim? You're under arrest.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, put the gun down. Put the gun down. I feel like we can't. You know too much. We need your we need your brain. We need your thoughts. We need your experience. We need your information. Put the gun down.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options.
My goodness, that was a scary one. Holy cow. 97 of 100. Yeah, we gotta open her up, that's right. It's time to can open, folks. What options?
You know.
So I would have normally looked back to ask him if he was okay, but I also didn't want her to run away because I feel like this is like our lead, right? What options? And maybe I can still talk her out
This
of it.
is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives.
Yeah, please just walk away.
She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity.
We're cool here.
Then something shifts in her.
Don't.
Gratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go.
Not cornered, I'm letting you go. Just go before I change my mind.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Good call.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated.
See, I don't know if she did. It seems like she was, I mean, pretty clueless on a lot of the details. Obviously, Clausia's jumped up the list a little bit. We've jumped up the list a little bit, perhaps, as well. I think she didn't do it.
Her tent. We should check it out.
He points to the back of the cavern.
Yes?
You seem to be following me, imagine. Save? Okay, I'll save. Confirm. Babe, we've already shaved. For better or worse. Some interesting little setup over here. Alright, all kinds of goodies. What do we have? Dark water trails into the distance. There is no way out. Barrel. Ooh, healing item, thank you. Ooh, big heal. Thank you kindly. What's this? Cooking utensils. She has prepared herself porridge with bananas. An insane twirled villain mustache. Absolutely. Something was like, high up old ladies on the train tracks type of vibe. Dick dastardly. Alright, made our 8 real back from all the other stuff we just bought. All the drugs. All the Advil. Alright, I guess we shall check.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. It was pitched by practiced hands. She's used to camping out.
Inside.
The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes.
Okay, flashlight on the books, please.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
A ghost airship. She was into the paranormal.
See anything?
We'll sift through the magazines.
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook.
Ooh. What is going on with this shadow behind us here? I don't love that. I'm assuming that's just some weirdness with the game. But I don't love how it looks. Just gonna put it out there. Well, let's take the notebook.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately, like right now.
I would agree. I think that's probably prudent. Okay, we're almost to a level up moment here. Additionally, I guess we've done what we needed here, so let's continue to start doing anti-object task force again. Now that we've survived the onslaught that is Ruby. Where is this? Interact. X. Got
A
it.
thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket.
Oh, related to the waves in the water. Oh, good point, good point. It's so dark over there on my screen, at least, that it's like kind of forgot. Alright, examine the cover.
It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller.
Schneller. Schneller!
This was important to her when it was still hers.
Okay, let's move on.
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled.
Study the handwriting.
The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins.
I've just realized that this is probably something I want to do as well, because hurt me. So with that in mind, I think I would like to maybe switch back into a more perceptive build here briefly. Visual calculus could be interesting. Logic. This might be overkill. But hopefully you know what I'm doing here. Swap. Maybe. Visual calculus could be good. Actually, instead of die and empathy. Yeah, I'll do that. Encyclopedia hat. I think Dick Mullen hat needs to go on. I agree. Encyclopedia could be helpful. Ooh, logic is helpful though as well. Just completely go ham on logic. Yeah, let's do that actually. What is our shirt currently? Yeah, that's fine. Empire, yeah, why not? Shirt's fine, right? Yeah, that's good. Pants. Pants here. Savoir-faire versus just some composure. Composure sounds nice. Sympathy, yeah, we'll do that. Actually, perception sounds like a better one. Interfacing. Okay, I think that this is more... I mean, this is, again, quite a look here. But yeah, I think this is maybe the better play. Just to make sure we're not missing any details that are hidden away. You never know. Again, probably overthinking it, but that's kind of the fun part of this video game. Interact.
The thick journal bound in brown leather. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
Alright, what kind of logistics?
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
It's an interesting game over that can happen if you don't let her go. After she shoots herself, if you say, I don't want to be a cop on anymore, Harry just quits on the spot. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Interesting. Crazy. That got very intense very quick. Obviously, we were kind of in, like, the, you know, this conversation kind of trapped for a little bit, but then as soon as you think you're going to get out of it and, like, the tensions were to drop, it kind of, like, ups it even more. It's really interesting.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
I wonder if it's our friend at the desk there. What are the diagrams of?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Okay, anything personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. Staff issues. Always tough on the leadership. You smell traces of betrayal.
How far back do the entries go?
The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable.
What did she write the day Lely died?
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely.
Interesting.
She is referring to betraying her previous employer. Does this suggest she did it in self-defense?
Anything about La Puta Madre?
That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. Small wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M, though. La Puta Madre. M is mentioned on March 9th and March 15th.
Yeah, let's check it.
Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake.
This is a coincidence. I would never kill people for a mob boss.
The thought steadies your nerves. The journal stops shaking in your hand.
I mean, it seems pretty clear that this is sort of the situation before we gained control, as it were. Read the entry from March 12th.
Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me, did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures, first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly.
Okay, the most recent entry.
The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
It looks like she might have been framed.
Lieutenant taps on the page.
That would be a first, or a fourth. But who's counting, he thinks. Very rarely does anyone actually get framed.
She didn't do it, then maybe it's good we didn't catch her.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her.
He frowns.
Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than we does. Especially if she has problems with the Madre.
I'm actually a La Puta Madre agent.
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
His trust is well placed. You aren't. You can feel it.
Or maybe we were and we're not anymore, so to speak. But, yeah. Now, who do you think killed the merc?
Could have been Titus. Then again...
T-Man. I love the idea of calling him T-Man. But no one heard the shot.
Maybe there's a hardy boy we've yet to meet, who acted as his accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on him. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling in rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Right, is there anything I missed? I feel like I missed...
The worn map features the path your finger moves through the various streets. Across Rue de Songs, finally.
For a more detailed view of the...
Didn't realize. Oh, here. I think I may have
The
missed something
thick
in
journal
here.
bound in brown leather. The large curtain, perhaps too confidently.
Okay, now we got
The
it.
thick journal.
Just making sure that we're good. Anything else in here?
The plain red tent.
Okay, so obviously we've got to head back to the whirling. I'm sure that everything is going to be perfectly fine there. How did I miss this? Money. I guess I was in kind of a hurry to get going on this thing again. We can probably clear this up a little bit. Do 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 do. What exactly? Oh, we do have another level up. I'll hold on to that one. It's nice to have one kind of in the pocket. Ruby said you're notoriously a corrupt con. You get the chance, call your station to find out more, if you dare. Return to the whirling after the instigator debacle. Someone there, something to answer to. Yeah, I'm a little bit interested to see what happens here. Clausia, it almost feels like a little bit of a setup, right? Like, what do we have here?
Could this have been the killer's hideout? And this narrow window, the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary?
Did I need to have more visual calculus to find these spots?
This does look like an embrasure, a slit made for shooting out of. The lights of Martinez shine coolly in the clear night.
Could the killer have used this as a hideout?
It's a great place to hide, and Machiavellianism and murder are certainly not mutually exclusive. But there hasn't been anyone here in ages.
I can't see the whirling in rags. The shot didn't come from here.
Indeed. No one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been thorough. I like thorough.
The lieutenant's voice betrays a slight disappointment, which he glosses over by reasserting control.
In fact, I think we're done with this bunker. After you, officer.
Okay, I did not realize we needed to have visual calculus up for that. That opens up. Okay, we can try to find bullet traces on the island then. Okay. Glad I checked. I was about ready to head out and I was like, oh, I should probably just see, like, maybe, you know, Ruby's making her exit, right? Like maybe there's another clue somewhere. Can we leave? Excuse me, Kim. Can we leave? Can we leave? Oh my goodness, there we go. We've made it. Okay, so we just need to find, is it the island? The island is the spot that we need to do. What is the island? What is? Question. That one was the bunker, which I guess counted as the boardwalk. Here. The island. Now I've got to run around trying to find the island. Hopefully no one minds this, but I'm going to try running up the coast again. Apologies to anybody who's like, you've done this 100 times, but I mean, I don't know, I need to be, as Kim says, we need to be thorough here. Now that we kind of know we at least can put this stuff together.
An old door, worn by elements.
I mean, this can't... Maybe this is the island, I guess. I don't really know. It's like a bunker more than an island, I suppose. Further up we go, I think this is the other spot. This is like Land's End, right? This is the other spot that we have already checked. Yes. I suppose we can always check this the next day, I would presume. Oh my goodness, it is so difficult sometimes to get around this spot. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. And yeah, I'm glad we did find that. That was a spot that, I don't know, that would have bugged me. Because that means I probably, I don't know if we have any reason to go back into that building again. I don't know if I would have ever found that. The island, I guess, is this considered an island? Like over where the ravers are? Is that a thing? This will end here. Nothing new with you, yes?
Hello again.
Here's not. Well, that still confounds me a bit, I suppose. Like, my only other thought, I guess, is perhaps, like it's one of these, like, houses or something. Random houses. I guess it might make sense for me to call it an evening in the game soon, because I think that we've got I think the day ends at 2 a.m., which means we've only got an hour here left. I have no idea where this island is. I don't think I've been on anything that is isolated from,
Stop. Just up ahead. Danger. What you have isn't enough. You'll need more firepower. A ranged weapon. Your Kvalzun KR2 multi-tool looks impressive, shining in the cold spring light. But what can it do against military-grade weaponry?
What?
Then you'd better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back.
Fun. Yeah, we do not have a gun. Gunless percent. I don't know, we are kind of like apparently masters of Kung Fu. That's very good, Go Brush. I mean, maybe we can get through it without, you know. Without needing a gun. Could be all good. It's not quite an island. I don't know. I'm a little stumped on that. I love that these guys are still just chilling here. I can't get over there. It's frustrating. Does this woman have anything to say?
Our tenant, the policeman.
Does Joyce have anything to say? Do you have anything to talk about,
You're
Joyce?
back. Good. What can I help you with?
Okay. I guess we just go in. I mean, unless we can go to sleep right now. This seems like a situation where we've just gotta do the thing.
I'm afraid we don't have time for rest stops right now, officer.
Okay. You said it, Kim. Alright. Alright. Okay. I guess no dilly-dallying. We should, get to it. Can I get in this building here? The lights are on in here. Have I tried this? Just out of curiosity. Oh, it doesn't look like I can. Maybe I can. Okay, no, it's just kind of... just scenery, which is fun. Well, this ought to be interesting. I'll save before we go in, I guess. Conversation after exiting the building that you're meant to get. Maybe weird because of the time. Maybe. We're definitely in it right now. Okay, it's just that. Locked. Okay, well, let's make a save because, you know, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen here? I suspect we're going to want to change into something that's a little bit more aggressive, I guess. Maybe we, you know, go into measurehead mode, if you will, if I may. Just because I think... we're gonna have to figure some stuff out here. Main threshold and half-light sounds good. Already got a lot of the other stuff on right now, which is good enough for me. Yeah, shivers. Half-light could be good. Is this one logic? Perception. We definitely want perception. Physical instrument would be good. Definitely do. -2 authority might. Like maybe we want to have a little bit of authority. Do that one instead. Pain threshold. Thank you kindly. Although this is such a nice bonus. Inland Empire and Volition. I also think that was an Inland Empire check that we got. Keep that going. Pain threshold, yeah. That's better. Ooh, the jacket's so cool. Shivers and composure. Perception is, yeah, okay. Composure. Interfacing. Yeah, whatever, this is fine. Maybe we change our glasses here. What do we have? Do encyclopedia. And now we have logic. Where are my, like, superstar sunglasses? Empathy. Visual calculus. Yeah. I guess we'll do this. This is fun. Yeah, good enough. I'll save once more here. Just again, sorry, a lot of saving here, but this is just that if this works, or I should say if this fails, we can just jump right back into where we began. All right, here we go. Protect me, Kim.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Okay, hello.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
This is a showdown.
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm.
Kim, what's going on here?
Shh. This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The butt.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
Is that Gart up at the top on the balcony? He's probably like, oh, not again.
He is facing overwhelmingly superior firepower, and he knows it.
Peaceful.
It sounds like the armored figure is weeping.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
I wonder if we wanted to actually build something more like suggestion in this one. We can maybe talk them down.
Fuck, there's a third one. How did we miss something like this?
The lieutenant points to the helmeted figure.
This third one, he is the most dangerous of them all, heavily armed. The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
What do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
Let's walk away for now.
No, we have to step in. This is not going to end well if we don't.
The big one's the mercenary at the gates.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
He nods.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
I figured, so my thought with walking away quickly was to change clothes again, but it sounds like we're not gonna have an opportunity. We're out of time. This is...
The Mercenary Tribunal.
Okay. Let's go. This is the police.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
He licks his lips, waving his gun at the crowd. Losing his balance for a moment, he staggers backward.
I think he's calmed down a bit. No, he didn't. He's about to open fire.
Which one is it?
He is. I was wrong.
Oh, crap.
Pig fuck!
The voice from beneath the helmet interrupts your thoughts. You can only make out the last word. Easy now? Actually, no. I can see you're drunk.
Ah, yeah! Welcome to the fucking party. You're probably gonna get killed too. I don't give a shit if you're cops.
It's time for action. You've been changing clothes too much. That's totally fair as well. I love that part of the game. I don't know what it is about it. I love, like, the stats, adjusting stats. All right.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
Bring me my brown pants. We do have another, again, amazing outfit on. So at least we're looking good here.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fists contract as you stand there between these men, all carrying real weapons.
Or the human can opener. Let's can open here.
You really, really should have a gun in your hand by now. Or something dangerous. This feels scary.
Oh, true. I didn't actually equip anything,
No,
did I?
it's okay. Soften him up and trust the others to attack if it comes to that. Make him talk. Present an argument.
That was an oversight.
Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out. Get under his skin.
All right, here we go.
Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have. Move down from that. Please.
Yeah, Interesting. No, apparently I let go of the multi-tool. I can't even do it now, but yeah. I must have removed it at some point. I don't remember doing it, but maybe it did it automatically. I don't know. Didn't know you had a third guy.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer, Hohen Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
All of you cunts inside out.
Thank you, Rude. That was rude, in fact, but... What was that, Rude? The killer?
The gunner. The raddest. The killer.
He points to the figure clad entirely in ceramic plate.
What do you think he does?
There, on the rim of Owen Cloven's helmet, you count little stick figures. 19, 20, 21.
Count the figures.
About 50 little stick figures, all of them black, plus 2 little white ones in the end.
Good, I kill killers.
What are we waiting for?
Oh no!
Let's blow that big fucking mouth off his face!
I probably should be careful.
Hold your fire! Wait for my command.
He has chewed his lips bloody.
They didn't do it.
Yeah? Who did that?
Well, we do need a little bit of time. Oh, it was me. Someone else who's not here right now. We don't really know. I mean, I think this is the wrong answer likely, but this is the true answer.
Time. You had time to fuck around in that church. Chase some dumb drug trader. I saw you.
Time is up, loincloth. Give me a name. Now!
Someone who is not here.
How fucking convenient.
That's what I'm hoping. Gives you a drunken stare, then puts his hand on the gun. Gart. Oh, could you imagine? So, this is an interesting dilemma here because we definitely don't have all the information that we need. I can't willfully put anybody under the bus here because we just don't have enough evidence. It's interesting that we have not seen the third person here in this group. They happen to have a gun that I suppose could have done it. A sniper did it, so I'm gonna roll with that for now.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? What if I just shot one of your pals here, right now, huh? How about the kid? Tell me, it's a magic fucking sniper one more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead court marshal won't decide who...
He's gonna do it. He's gonna shoot her.
Why doesn't he believe me? Yeah, I mean, red check. Let's go. Come on, 83%.
The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him. All together. Titus said we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud. In a public place.
Yeah, I think we gotta just be like he was shot.
You're lying. DePaul heard it.
Doesn't move the weapon.
A Kiel Model 40 revolver. 8 rounds in the barrel. The gun slowly sways in his hand from the inebriation.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
The gardener isn't even one of them. That's technically true, I guess. Yeah, the hanging was only a cover-up.
Fucking liars.
The shot rings in your ears. A low, tinny ring. Then the Hardy Boys yell something. The young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot has flown over her head, crashing a small pane of the glass window behind her.
Cue Gart being like, who's gonna pay for that?
I missed.
Man looks at his revolver and smiles.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday night.
That doesn't sound good. You need to change the topic now, or there will be another shot.
Oh my goodness, this is a very high-pressure situation right after a high-pressure situation.
What topic? Shots have been fired. Act before it's too late. This was a close call.
I feel like if I say the rep doesn't approve of this, they're going to be like, yeah, we don't care. All right, we have a pretty high rhetoric situation here. We do have an extra skill point as well that we might make sense to stick in one of these things. We have suggestion for 83. Like 92 I feel comfortable with. 20 more birds. Let's try rhetoric. Come on. Come on.
All right. Here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Krenner would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick. You only have time for one argument.
Oh, don't do this to me, game.
Choose wisely.
It's all going down at 1:30 a.m. Okay. We only have time for one argument. Choose wisely. Who's the commanding officer? Gulp and say nothing. I guess we could play up to his emotion. This could be bad, but you called Downwell once. What happened?
What always happens when you get good at your job? That name meant night raids. Fucking extrajudicial funky time, burned villages. Shit that sounds bad on the radio.
Funky time.
The same thing happened when we were called whatever the fuck it was. Probably won't be called Crenell for much longer either.
Okay.
Not after this shit.
Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did something.
It's something. Something is better than nothing. All right, suggestion. I'm gonna pop a point into suggestion because we simply have got to get through this, and that's just what Stone Cold says right here. 92, come on now.
Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
Who are you, Cordy?
Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner, reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut to the ground.
Points at the whirling in rags. Gart intensifies.
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click softly. Click, click, click. The realization comes to you like a picture puzzle coming together. His name is Raoul Cortiner. The dead man's name is Elise Cortiner. He's brothers with the deceased.
We probably shouldn't tell him that we are absolutely wearing some of that guy's clothes right now. His brother's clothes. We should not let him know about that.
No, probably foster brothers. Elise was put into a foster home, remember?
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer, you're all sentenced to death by lead.
Yeah, he absolutely can tell. At least with the gloves. The gloves you can't hide. I know that name.
He sways from left to right, inspecting you.
Raoul and Ellis Cortiner. Look him in the eye. Sorry about your brother, Raoul.
He wasn't my fucking brother. We just grew up on the same farm and got beat into place by the same sick fuck.
Beaten by a foster parent or someone on the farm?
Yeah, went to the same military academy, same unit, same war.
Same fucking mud hut town, too.
He looks around, then wipes his face with his armored glove.
Okay, good.
His parents left him in a leaf compactor. That's right. Yeah.
Ooh, Laylee.
Yes, when he was small, just an infant.
We researched him. We contacted the ICP and looked at his birth records. That was in there. And other things.
They fucking put Laylee in a leaf compactor. And now these cunts finished the job.
Uh-oh, he waves the gang huddled on the doors.
There's real anguish in his voice. A drunken sadness suddenly engulfs him.
It's a mindfuck, Corty. He wasn't put in a leaf compactor. They're making it up to fuck with us. Major, permission to...
Paul, bump the brakes here.
Open fire. We can't have that. Interfere now.
He was a talker. Everyone liked him.
Fuck do you mean, talker?
We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic, a nice guy to be around.
Yeah, he liked to chat up the natives, share leaflets, squeeze a bit of kit tass here and there. Great fucking idea that turned out to be.
He points towards the yard.
If Laylee was here, he would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one for show. But me, I'm not a big fan of public affairs, clay monkey. I'll gun every one of you down for what you did.
Ready to open fire, Major. At your command.
Boy.
This one isn't used to being suited this long. She's uncomfortable. We'll open fire just to hurry things along.
Alright, I'm a little nervous, but I think, let's try pushing it here. Blue eyes.
Baby blue, yeah. Like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on a grown man.
He smiles, pulling his face in a strange way.
It was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or, okay. I don't know what bitches like. I just know how to mow down cloths.
So this guy's, he's gone through some things, hasn't he? Now, your brother did not deserve to go out like that. I promise I will find his killer.
Find his killer? Cop! His killer stands right there, shitting his pants, and you're standing in the way, protecting them. I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam. You're gonna die for them. Right here. Today.
I don't know if I have enough Advil for this one.
Big talk, but that leaf compactor won't leave his mind anytime soon. It's a small thing, but it got him off center.
Yeah, where's Claudia?
Who the fuck is that?
Glacia, the woman upstairs. Where is she?
That's Gart.
She left!
Thank you, Gart. Gart, what are you doing here? What do you mean she left?
She left! Her room's cleaned out! Right before these assholes showed up!
Plot thickens.
We should have arrested her.
You can feel how upset he is with himself. Just for a second. Then the fear takes over and he's back in the moment.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one!
She's gone. Forget about it now. Concentrate on this.
Well, that is quite that we find ourselves in. Oh geez. And yeah, this is hilarious. Just stand there. Where's my gun? Yeah, you're all drunk. Look at yourselves.
Yes. So what?
Yeah, you're gonna regret this.
Nah.
You're making a mistake.
I'm clear as day. Fucking government-ordained super soldier.
Enough already! What is this? We didn't come here to fucking chat!
I regret to inform you that you
Interrupt me again, and I will
the wrong
execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
Ooh. The outburst is accompanied by yellowish saliva around his mouth. Well, we got nothing else to say other than think about the wild pines here, folks.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
Well, I mean, maybe not her personally, but, you know, just you're on a job, I guess, right? Does that matter? Massacring a bunch of innocent people. I feel like he's not going to care about that. But I also think he's not going to care about the fact that, you know, she's like, you guys are out of control. Yeah, massacring a bunch on minutes. Yeah, that's a little typo there, isn't it? We're working together. She told me that you're out of control.
She's gone, you stupid fuck! Sailed off 5 minutes ago. She doesn't give a shit about you, Silos.
As you look to the bay, you see a small green sail on the horizon by the crumbling sea fort, growing smaller.
Stay cool! Don't do anything stupid!
The company bitch is gone. Laylee's cunt is gone. Laylee's gone. Fuck are we still doing in this shithole?
He looks around, tired suddenly, sad even.
Guys, I just get in the way. I don't even have a gun.
Hold your ground. Any more of you run, I'll shoot you myself. We're doing this together.
Shanky.
They're afraid. All of them. Trembling reeds in the wind. They'll run, scatter soon. One by one.
Maybe... You know, maybe the cryptid we've been looking for will come and save the day.
No, the rest will stay. They will hold their ground, even if it means dying here with you.
Alright, well, this looks like we've run out of juice here.
Watch that, loincloth. I can't hear you. Sounds like you got your mouth full of dick. Rude.
Shit, this is it. Tell him anything. Tell him you have more information.
Me and Kim are gonna murder you! Yeah, I mean, like, he'll never figure out who killed the Colonel. I've been withholding information. He's not gonna like that, but maybe it'll buy us time.
Kill him.
Yeah, I was worried about that.
The porcelain man raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His hands are steady, and the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly.
Dodge the shot.
You leap left. A swarm of angry men passes mere millimeters from your side, tearing fabric off your coat. Feels like the lightest of tucks.
Oh my goodness. These are amazing answers, by the way. Joy, I'm alive. Not be killed, I have become... And then just yell, stop shooting at me. Oh my goodness, I don't know what we even do here. Feels like the lightest of tucks. I mean, yelling stop shooting at me seems insane. I think believing that we're immortal... Actually, no, that could be bad. We need to make sure we're keeping our reaction up. Stop shooting at me.
The man tilts his head, trying to see through the clearing smoke for the next shot. Watch out. To your left. DePaul is about to take a shot too. At Kim.
Oh my goodness.
God, please. He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. 2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you.
Kim, did he hit the rifleman?
Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rude staggers back, disoriented. The sounds coming from his helmet are not human.
goodness.
An unbelievable shot from the lieutenant.
Who screamed?
Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. Oh God, watch out. You see
more.
2 cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised, aiming at your chest, point blank. Then the man squeezes the trigger.
Oh, do we look him in the eye and die like a man? George Stobart style? Or do we do the impossible? Oh, we made a good run out of it.
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll.
Oh, no.
The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it.
Summer. Listen through the pain.
The Hardy Boys are yelling. Someone is running, jumping over you. In the background, you hear gunfire shatter glass, and then a man in pain. A familiar sound. It's Titus with a splat like meat. You hear bullets rip into him. His voice, still giving orders, grows fainter. A gurgle. He's not gonna make it.
Your lower body?
Feels slick and warm with blood. The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Even clutching to your consciousness takes everything you got.
Parts of me are missing?
Most of what's down there.
Oh boy.
It's all gone. Open your eyes now. You have to see what's happening. No. It's just a fear. Even if... Who cares?
Let's do it.
Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like a hellish play.
You're bleeding out.
Out of it, a silhouette appears, crouching over you. You hear a familiar voice filled with urgency and fear. No one wants to party with me. Yeah.
Stay with me.
You feel burning hot tears streaming from your eyes. Everyone is so evil.
Yes, keep talking. You hear me? Stay awake.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone. When suddenly, you sense something behind him.
Oh no.
A shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands.
Kim!
No, you scream.
Oh, wow,
Behind
terrible.
you, from your bloody lips, your eyes are full of fear. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours in the course of the motion. You hear a roar of pain, a death scream. The sound disappears like someone pressed stop on the tape. The hulking figure, too, is gone. And so is Kim. And the whole world.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
I gotta let me back into the... Well, first let's check if it'll be a ghost.
Brother, you already were a ghost. Up there, screaming along with all of them, scaring each other, haunting each other. It's the living who are ghosts. The dead are silent. They don't rattle windows or write letters in blood. The living do. Leave them behind. Rest.
Let me back into the fight.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost hours and years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth, drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his wound sleep.
Yeah, Kim must be protected. That's awful that we could lose that check.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call. It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never stops. He only gets worse.
Wow. Well, that is not how I, drew it up.
You see
I
the
was
lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from the pain.
Well, they cleaned the room up. That's awful nice of them. Kim.
Sunrise, Parabellum.
Skill point. All right. Lieutenant says he's in the middle of a freshly cleaned room with a fan above his head like a halo. His face is covered in bruises. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, the room, it's clean.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day.
That was it? That's not bad, actually, considering. How long have I been out?
2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And drink water.
Ouch.
It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off.
Look, Kim, you took my jacket.
Yes. The joke wasn't funny anymore. I took it off.
The close proximity of death must have made the lieutenant contemplate his life choices. He's done with the jacket.
What did you say? Sunrise?
Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
Is it war today?
The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say.
He looks out the window.
I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely.
Good.
Yes, we have also completely failed. But that's okay.
That's the Disco Elysium way, I think. Now, what happened?
What happened? We tried to take the diplomatic route and hoped they wouldn't attack first. They did. The major gave the command.
And what happened?
As retaliation, their rifleman tried shooting you. He missed, or you dodged.
Oh, I dodged.
Then I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. Glenn did not survive.
Glenn. Pour one out for Glenn.
This is not the first person to die in his place. He goes on.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to intensive care. Titus died in the hospital. Yesterday. Alain and the young musician, I forget his name, they are all that's left.
Good gravy. Titus is dead. Well, that's bad news for the investigation if we're going to be cold about it.
Yes. You were bleeding out. I think you said no one wants to party with you. And you warned me. I was able to disarm the Major before he got the jump on me.
Thank you. Although...
I was not able to kill him, as I should have. Cronel took him. A stray bullet killed the Pole, though. And that's what happened.
Reynolds took him, huh? Alright, let's ask about Titus.
Yes.
I thought you only smoked one a day.
This is the one.
Fair enough. The Major?
He's in a private hospital across the river. Cronel claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's insured.
There is unveiled anger in his voice.
We won't get to him anymore. The good news is he's not coming here either. I did some damage.
Nice one, Kim. How many casualties on the Union side in total?
4. Glenn, Theo, Angus. The fat one. He took a lot of bullets. And
Jeez.
Titus.
Shout out Fat Angus. Alright.
All.
Yeah. I don't see how it could have gone any better. Well, yeah.
Yes, officer. 7 people are dead. It's not a success.
Ooh, he said 7, but it's written as 6. Interesting. Better than Shanky. Yeah, Shanky. Boo, Shanky, boo.
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yet. And we are still alive. Both of us.
That's good.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies.
Well, sure, I was unarmed. So I think that's a fair assessment.
His smoking, his hunched back. You have it worse, but he took a real beating. That cigarette has medicinal purposes.
How bad am I hurt?
Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. The outer side, thankfully, no major arteries were nicked. The bullet was removed and a bacterial infection treated with mercurochrome.
Ooh, can I walk?
We will see.
Okay. Question is, can I run? I love a good run.
If it's possible, then by pure willpower alone, you are going to have to become a psycho-locomotor.
What is that?
Good. You'll need to be. Whatever that is.
Okay, cool. It's not just me. Has anyone from my station been to see me?
No.
Nice.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean Vicmer is his name. The asphalt vanishes under the wheels of the machine. Ahead, harbor cranes rise to the sky. Back to that shithole, he says.
Isn't that strange?
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site.
Have you seen any?
I'm sure they're worried about you.
That means he hasn't seen them around while you were out. They're not really worried about you. If they were, wouldn't they be here?
I don't know.
Okay. If not my station, then who treated me?
I did.
Oh, thank you, Kim.
No need.
My goodness, are you hurt?
Not very. I have a concussion from the Major beating me with the butt of his gun. I tried to not move too much.
That's probably a good idea.
Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see him coming. Stupid of me.
All right, let's stand up, people. Let's do it again. In the room where it all began.
Easy now.
Lieutenant turns double again before your eyes. An orange hue of pain.
You can take it. Just don't lean on that leg of yours too heavily.
Pain threshold.
How are you?
Let's rock. I'm very bad, Kim. Things are very bad. I feel fantastic.
He nods.
What happens now?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. And Joyce has left too.
All right, Joyce bailed.
Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the Board of Wild Pines, or that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Connell from sending in a death squad.
He looks out the window.
Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone, and Classia too. We really should have arrested her, you know?
We should have. We didn't know until it was too late.
Guard confirmed she left 20 minutes prior to the tribunal showing up.
So then who did it, Kim? Who killed the hanged man?
I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else, outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone.
True.
Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect.
I don't know. Well, I guess we'll start from the top. I'm imagining that we can go through all of these, I'm hoping. Because I'm a peon, isn't it?
Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies. Even if you are, it is not a decisive factor in this case.
That does make some sense.
Maybells.
What?
Yank it out and show the dried flower while it falls to pieces. This one, remember?
Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to keep everything.
He's wrong.
No, every piece of garbage in this city is connected to the case.
Okay.
Clearly not meaning it. Now, what about the hole in the wall? Someone was checking her out.
I don't know. That's been there for years.
The footprints?
Yes. God cursed the footprints, not solving the case for us. Au diable.
There's still 28% possibility that the shop came from a distance.
We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else?
See? There's that. You can do ballistics.
Yeah, the antique bullet. How hard can it be to find one of these? How hard can it be?
It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one. All completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is to find one that makes the bullet useless.
There are all these old bunkers and weapon caches.
We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them.
But they seemed so mysterious.
Can't believe they're useless.
No need to be melodramatic.
The miracle hasn't happened yet. It's not over yet.
He does not know what to reply. Looks out of the window, then back at you. It's morning outside, you think.
Yeah, we eventually went to bed, didn't we? You know what I think about solving crimes?
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
Solving crimes is hard. It's super easy. Yeah, it's hard.
It really is very hard.
That concussion must be making him dizzy.
All right, time to give up. Time to start drinking. You're not ready to give up, are you?
No. Are you ready to limp?
You know it. I'm ready.
Good. Where do you want to limp to?
The lieutenant did mention doing more ballistics.
I guess that's our best lead.
Also, it's just close enough to endure the walk.
Yeah, let's check Clausia's room.
Why not? Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
Anti-object task force.
Too little too late, perhaps, eh?
Behold, the anti-object task force has assembled. God's avenging angel, arrayed against the lower emanations of the darkened one. Shoe racks, tape recorders, motor carriages, and doors. So many doors. You're not just pounding it all to pieces. You're reforging the universe, from the anvil of the heavens to the worms below. Indulge in it. Be bold. Have an impact on the shape of creation. Out of the furnace of your rage. A new reality. Also, you should trash your room again.
Could you imagine what Gart does to us after all that? Amazing. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm going to call it there. It's 1 a.m., which means it's my bedtime. We've survived. Somehow survived that tribunal thing. We somehow survived Ruby. I don't really know what to say. It has been a crazy situation here. Is this all? Yeah, this is 17th. Yeah, we're good. We're good on that. I don't know if that's exactly how you're supposed to do that. Obviously, you can do it however you want, but I certainly think that was a fun playthrough so far. What an interesting session that we have now. I've had a good stream. I've had fun. I hope you all have as well. How interesting and fun is that?